Okay, I go boop boop.
Well,
Episode 20, not episode 111 like Friday. I have a cold, also PvP question mark.
we'll call
Oh
split it.
God.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that'll be okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
so what happened last time was that Murdertha killed a dangerous cultist, and then everyone threatened Murdertha for no real reason, and
Not
and then
everyone.
told him his god might not be real in this world.
They
And
threatened
then
Murdertha and said your god's not real.
yeah,
Or on
uh,
the other side of that, Murdertha brutally murdered an innocent gnome and then just acted like nothing
No, no,
happened.
no. Right now, Joseph, Graham is doing the last time on. You can get your turn afterwards.
and then there was some stuff with like aberrations that honestly I don't really care about or remember because I wasn't paying attention. I was just wondering if these mean evil party members I ended up with are going to kill me over my attempt to destroy a cult. And yeah, that's where it ended.
Alright, does anyone else want to do a last time on now?
No, I think we've got it.
Oh, yeah, so we were long resting at the end of the last session, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I believe
I
so.
will go and talk to New.
Or I'm investigating shards. Do you want to help?
Yeah, I'll help you, but I've got so you know how we tried to talk about gods, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm the person to go to with gods, but yeah.
You're the person my wisdom set check said to go to.
Okay.
Uh, meh.
Never doubt the dice.
Yeah, never did this. So what do you think it means when like a god physically appears to you in your dreams?
I mean, technically, physically would not be in your dreams.
Yeah, that's. I get how that doesn't make sense, but it happened.
So that could have multiple reasons. Either your subconscious is trying to tell you something and it's just a dream, or, as far as I understand, gods they want to tell you something.
Yeah, it turned up and like gave me a warning and like a task to like do something that would like help
Help what?
me, us, the world. I don't know. It wasn't very specific. It just said it was a task that would help.
But it wasn't kill all gnome.
No.
Okay, that's good. Did
Do you
it
think
feel
if,
like? Did it feel like your or normal, in quotation marks, god, or more like the local variant?
See, this is the issue. Like, I've never actually like seen what my guard looks like before because they've been in prison, so you just kind of hear their voice. But this time, I saw it, and it was like a gigantic green kobold that like looked all angry and stuff. And it was like, "Hey, you need to do this because otherwise your friends are going to abandon you, and like you won't be able to save the world."
But you have said that they sounded different, right?
I mean,
Once you changed, once we
yeah,
think we changed places.
so it's not coming through. So you know how like a voice like that's like behind a door sounds really muffled, right?
Hmm.
So like my god usually sounded like that, but now it's a lot more like loud,
Okay.
like that.
It's like someone has kicked a hole in said door.
Yeah, or kick down said door. One of
Yeah.
those things.
So, can I ask what the task is?
I need to get rid of Abigail.
But she's been so nice.
Yeah, but she needs to go. God says if she sticks around, this is a problem.
Is this a do it or I'll abandon you and you'll be on your own kind of situation, or do it or you will have potential issues in the future with her.
It sounded kind of like A, but also with a if I don't, everyone I know will abandon me in a B moment.
Yeah, it was much closer to being told to do something than a request.
Yeah, that. And I'm like,
Yeah, but
you know who knows about requests and whether how we should deal with things? My robot pal. You're like koboldy in design.
but I don't know how to deal with gods. They're still a weird concept.
Yeah, they're a weird concept to me as well. Just on the like, I feel like I should follow through, but I do feel like I should talk to someone about it before I do it.
I also don't like this whole do it just because, like, with no good reason. That's something that I feel like has been my impression that gods like to do, and it's
Yeah,
not great.
they're very big on like do this task and it will do something for you in the future. But like, what can we be specific? No, they're never specific. Except for like my god's like gnome stab thing, which like specifically will unlock the prison it's stuck in. But that's not the point.
That's what one time they've been specific.
Every other thing that is always like kind of vague in a like, what do I get out of this? Well, you'll find out in the future.
Do we know? Is Abigail with us in the big house where everybody is?
Yes.
Okay. Did by any chance was she there when I was scanning people with detect magic for things?
I think she would have been, yeah.
Would I have picked up anything on her?
Give me a second to think.
Otherwise, I can still do it now and just walk over to her while she's sleeping. Also works. Just that's mildly more creepy, but
Yeah, but so what? Let me think. I don't think you might detect like the tiniest hint of magic, but like nothing abnormal compared to like a normal person.
and none of the like psionic things that everybody else gives me.
No. You don't know if it's like for a special reason or if it was literally she wasn't in the town when it happened.
Yeah. She also doesn't have any of the things of the Jardel and stuff that we have, right?
Not that you can detect, no.
Okay. I mean, yes, it's just deep in her body. They're open.
You know, I try not to just say yes and no when I can.
I know. Did your god say when?
No.
Oh, so again, they're being quite specific. That's good.
Yeah, very well organized. You know, do this right now. Sound good?
Yeah, they were very insistent that like I should wake up and get rid of this person before everything went wrong. And
What exactly do they mean by when goes wrong? That's always so annoying. So in short, I don't really agree that you should do this because she's only been nice, she's only been helpful, she's been through a lot. And I personally have no affiliation to your god, so
so
I find the request a bit unreasonable.
so
I'm
Andrew?
not hearing anything, and I don't know why.
Yes.
1 second.
can
Probably things going silly.
once
Output. Speakers.
once Christian is
Yes,
able to hear
I'm
us
back.
again,
Yeah.
Which is now excellent. Yeah.
can you set a DC for him to roll persuasion against
Sure.
to
Yeah.
stop me?
I can
Because
do
I'm
that.
just like, because it's the he's saying things that are convincing, but it's that issue of like, but like God did appear to me and like be like, do this. This is really important.
Okay. So
but,
yeah,
like,
roll me a
okay,
persuasion.
Yeah. So the thing is that I just don't see any reason apart from your God saying it why we should do it.
No. I understand. I agree out of character. In
Yeah.
character, this is a problem for Murdertha.
I understand. That's why I'm talking to Meredith and not to you.
Yeah.
Where is my sheet? La 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 la. It is slow and loading.
Loading
There we
and
go.
loading and loading and loading.
Very bad at persuasion.
Do 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 do.
Can I use intelligence for my logical arguments?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Like, wait, what?
Wait, what?
And just a great intelligence roll, I guess. So non-advantage, so 16.
Graham, roll me an insight.
I will do in loading.
Loading. I would say with those two rolls, you're still unsure. You're definitely like like in character. You definitely understand the points that Newt is making, and they make sense to you. But it's like it's still this is something that has been your whole life since you were born. You were born to do this, and your job has always been to do this. So it's you're struggling with the okay. I'll just give it up.
I am gonna. Murdertha will wander over to where Abigail is and just sit there with the spear, trying to decide how we move forward.
I will stay close. Bye.
He will do nothing right now, but is currently trying to work out what he can do.
I shuffle closer with my investigation stuff and still try to figure out what the shards are doing while.
You're like
supervising Murdertha.
what you can see is
Oh, is that Abigail now?
Yeah, I may as well throw it together a quick token. I couldn't decide
Give her a
between
face, so it's harder to poke her.
I couldn't decide between two pictures I found. Anywho,
It's a nice one.
yeah. Unless since you replied in Discord, unless you're replying to the one I posted in Discord.
No, the one that you're actually using.
Actually, I'll post both in Discord and ask Joseph which of the two would Lumen like more.
Shrugs.
Well,
Uh,
fucking thanks.
Oh, I mean, one on the right, I guess. I don't know.
Excellent. Don't have to change anything. So you can like from the window of your quotation marks workshop, Newt, you can see that outside. You can see Abigail sitting on like a makeshift bench, essentially like a bit of wood, with Lumen while they're watching Felix chasing mice in the field.
I thought they were sleeping.
It was a long rest moment, so surely.
This was in the middle, supposed to be during the middle of the night when everybody was sleeping, right?
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that could also be what happens in the middle of the night, but if you
I
want
mean, yes.
want it to be like the middle of the night, that haven't they?
Well, that was the point. That was when you. That
Yeah.
was the time you told me it was like right.
Yeah, I did-
I hadn't long rested.
Yeah, I didn't
I
realize
was,
you
like,
meant
woke
like
up in the middle.
immediately after it happened, you went straight there. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because
Uh,
I know that he doesn't sleep. That's
alright.
one of the reasons why he would obviously been the choice, right?
Yeah. Okay, well, you now know what they're going to do tomorrow.
What
Hey,
do you think of that
They
roll
make
I
it
sent you,
up.
Andrew?
Wait, what?
I rolled to GM a second
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
That I haven't rolled above a specific number on these tests.
It is funny.
I think this is going to go the worst way possible.
Give me another one of those. Don't roll that same number again.
Slightly better.
Yeah, that's better.
Still not great.
No, that's pretty good. Again, I can only make, quotation marks, make you do so much. Like,
The issue is, like, you know what I'm trying to get out of doing, and
yeah, that's why I'm
This is
I'm trying to
hard.
help both sides of the argument, quotation marks.
yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, I will sit here and watch until it's close to the morning.
okay,
And I will make a decision.
can you give me your quick thoughts on your relationship with, like, Lumen, for example? Like, how does
seems-
Murdertha feel about them?
He seems useful. He is strong and admirable for that. He is unable to understand that certain things need to die.
What?
That is, like, Murdertha would think him naive, but admires things that he's seen him be able to do.
Also, what are your feelings generally on Felix? Because I know that.
Oh, Felix is great. But, like, Murdertha is, like, very protective of Felix.
Well, with the role you just did, you would say that, you just sitting sharpening your spear, watching everyone sleep. You would say, like, them, like, curled up, asleep and stuff. Obviously, Lumen not sleeping, but close.
Prancing over there.
Close to. He likes to pretend he's asleep because otherwise people feel awkward. And you see, like, Felix, like, weirdly curled up on their lap, and you're like, again, Felix, you're not an actual cat.
Also, you're bigger than Lumen.
Yeah, well, not by much, but Felix is slightly taller.
Okay, I see that there are things, people happening.
Mm-hmm. With the role that you just got, you would look at the scene and not really understand how you not acting right now causes all these horrible things you've been, quotation marks, warned about happening.
I'm like, I'm sitting here being like, okay, so not getting rid of her right now causes everyone to abandon me, but killing her right now will definitely cause at least 50% of people to abandon me.
And you're also aware of, like, the effect mentally it'll have on other party members, especially, like, Felix, who is quite impressionable. And
I'm just gonna stay sharpening a spear, looking at this person until everyone wakes up.
okay,
I will take my point of exhaustion for not having rest.
sure. That's not
Wait,
great.
where are you not resting?
I am sitting directly over the person, Abigail the halfling,
Gnome,
the gnome,
right?
sorry. The gnome that everyone else likes and I kind of hate, because reasons.
Would I have heard any of this outside or not, Andrew?
What are
Not
you?
unless
You're
you
sleeping, right?
Ding.
I don't
Ding.
sleep.
Yeah.
Ding.
What would you be doing during the night?
Just sitting reading my books.
That is interesting. The number of us that either don't sleep for very long or just don't sleep at all.
Yeah, it's really interesting for all of the things that I have to figure out how things happen.
How to word them while
Yeah.
people are not sleeping. Assholes.
I would say, like, at some point during the night, you would like go to the bathroom or something, and you would just see Meredith.
I don't go to the bathroom.
Shut up.
You would do something. You would do something that involves you moving in a way that sees a thing.
Look, do you want?
Just stop being a pain in the neck.
I don't move. The world moves around me, and I stay in the exact
Fine,
same
then you
position.
see.
Character's dead
Fuck
then.
all.
Okay, go on.
If for any reason you get up during the night, you would notice, because it's a large communal area that's currently being used, that you don't know exactly who, but you could see Meredith intently watching over Lumen, Felix, Abigail, someone in that area. But that
Sharpening a spear.
yeah, that's all you'd see though, and that's all. Like, you wouldn't have heard anything with Newt earlier.
But Newt would also be sitting close by and keeping an eye on it.
I'm going to go into low power mode, and you're going to not do anything, okay?
The good thing is that I would still see everything, so I could still
Yeah.
do something. Just maybe with a minute delay.
Minute.
Ah,
So, is there anyone else wanting to do anything else during the night?
If given the option to have other people do stuff, Via would probably be focusing on the thing that she noticed last session from her parents' pages or her father's spellbook pages, how certain feelings towards memories and things. What was it? Like, it was like a triggering of a familiarity, or it was.
Yeah, like
Was it was it like a magical nature?
it's essentially a magical nature of the pages responding to your familial emotions.
She will be. Well, she'll spend a little bit of time casting augury. So she'll have her star map and material talisman for the augury, like swaying gently in one hand as stars glitter around the room from a star map, uttering incantations under her breath, and uses the augury to defer the result of focusing on one of her most treasured father-daughter memories while focusing on the pages. As in wheel, it'll be good. War, it'll be a bad thing to do. Both or neither.
I think you'd get a response of both.
Of course it's both.
Yeah.
Of course it's both. It's always going to be both.
It's always both.
It's
Right.
always going to be both.
Also, so you would be thinking of this treasured memory while also, like, essentially interacting with the family book spell pages, etc.
That is the essential idea, which she hasn't done it yet. She's deferring whether that'll have a decent result or not.
Okay, so
And we've got both.
you're
And the
you're
last
asking
time-
about doing that before doing it. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, because that's the point of augury. It's you try to determine to try to get a hint of the outcome of something you plan to do within the next 30 minutes. It doesn't take an. It does, yeah, but we since got money off the door, so I have the ability to just cast it now.
I was going to ask, can you use it to predict the deck of many things?
No.
No, maybe. You not predict what you'd get, but you could predict.
Yeah, whether it's a good or a bad outcome.
Is it a good or bad? You still could just get a maybe, but
That sounds like a DM question. I
Yeah.
would say no. because the deck is what, a legendary item, and this is a level 2 divination spell. That is meant to just get a hint, because
Yeah.
it doesn't even take into account if you cast any spells.
Yeah,
If you
so-
cast any
so you
spells,
might
it might
get-
as well be void.
You might get a hint, but
Mhm.
but the problem is the deck hasn't been drawn from yet.
Also, the deck of many things is inherently the most chaotic item. It's
Exactly.
It should be very hard to divine what happens when you draw.
I would probably rule it as, okay, I have the deck of many things in one hand, I cast Augury to see whether it'll be a good thing to draw from it or not, and I'll just go, you get a really bad migraine.
The answer is always
Really
no.
The answer is always pain.
Uh,
Anyway, okay, so both. And the last time we got both, Lumen started turning into a mind flare.
yeah, but
This might be a good thing. You never know. All the powers. We know people who got powers from that kind of stuff. Well, we don't.
yeah, at least one of Christian's characters might be the adversary.
Sod it. We'll be taking the pages into like a room that's not full of people,
Mhm.
just in case. So she's on her own. Holds the pages close, focuses on something that she can determine and or read. And she focuses on a memory from like her somewhat later childhood when her father started teaching her magic. He had just come back from making a deal with a king of a nation for them to help themselves give them information to help themselves broker peace, and they were all celebrating. And instead of stay there with them to celebrate, he decided to take his daughter on a trip through the stars, using a series of powerful spells to plane shift and teleport and soar through the stars, and land upon an asteroid as a supernova took place in the distant crystal sphere, and using a wall of force to protect them both from the prismatic waves of solar winds that came over them, creating a spectacular light show. And it was just to pair them together and the rest of the universe for them to observe. And it's a memory that she truly cherishes. What do the pages do?
You don't know yet.
Shit.
That's going to be in the morning thing, because time passes, things happen, but it's more you are not aware until someone makes you aware when they find you in the morning.
Huh.
Yeah, just dead. You are now aware you
I
are
didn't do
dead.
this one.
It's like you're gonna wake up dead in the morning.
Oh, I hate when I wake up dead.
Trust me, I didn't do this one. I promise you.
Was that Joseph saying he'll be back in a second?
Yeah, he did. Just so she doesn't perceive, like focusing on that memory, she doesn't perceive anything, or is it literally a case of snap? She wakes up in the morning.
Essentially, a lot of things do happen, but like, I'm gonna tell you in a minute.
Okay. Fuck.
Because
Just in advance.
yeah, it is kind of like that kind of thing of like, suddenly being like snapped back into reality, and then your character will remember. So, essentially, it is like that amount of time has stopped existing for you until someone snaps you out of it.
Also, I wonder, just because my brain just went and did it now, I want to add the added stipulation of, not really stipulation, that's probably the wrong word, that Lumen was try hard and pretty much to try and get Via to some way to talk to Dad, and then when she's like getting like these pulses from the pages, she just like mutters, "Damn it, Lumen," as in like, "Fuck it, he's right." Damn it.
You're
Ah,
still having madness.
he's back.
He was back for getting cursed out.
I am back for people saying, "Damn it, Lumen! God damn it!"
Why
Yeah,
did you
damn
have
it,
to be
Lumen.
right? Why did you have to be
Actual
right?
worst.
Just for ease of Andrew, Joseph, can you have had been active during the first half of your long rest.
Sure, that will mean that Andrew doesn't have issues story-wise of Lumen waking up before other people.
Okay, so everyone, quotation marks, wakes up at the same time, except for one person who does no waking up. Which is even scarier, me joking about Via being dead. Because that would be true, they wouldn't wake up. But no, the only one who doesn't wake up is Murderfer.
Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not.
I finish up one of the things that I was doing over the night as soon as I wake up and go over to Lumen and plop a little beer of Jardin into his hand and go like, here, your eye.
Oh, thanks very much. Sort of slots Chardlin into eye socket.
Feels fucking weird.
Does it work?
It's like
Does it work?
obsidian, right?
Tries to look through new eye.
There's a brief moment of, like, less than a split second of agonizing pain, and then it's instantly gone, and it's like you'd not lost an eye at all.
And then you see a brief loading screen with the bar going.
Yeah.
You see Lumen grit his teeth for a moment, and then be like, "Oh, thanks, man. This is really nice. It's like I never even lost my eye."
It's like, he has an eye. Alright, thanks. Ah! Alright, perfect.
I'm working on a permanent solution for you, but that will hold until yeah.
Oh yeah,
For
thanks,
now.
man.
But-
Lumen gives you a big hug.
Can everyone give me a perception check?
A big hug.
Can Murdertha Murdertha give me a normal check, because you would have advantage, but you don't have advantage because of the exhaustion.
I can't see anything because I'm currently being smothered by a big hug.
That makes perfect sense. Everyone else does fucking great though.
22.
I mean, that always happens when a big person hugs a small person. Like,
Oh.
their face is just
Wait a minute.
completely
Damn.
covered.
Sorry,
Damn big hugs, it's their only drawback.
everyone but Via.
Okay. I suppose I am in the other room.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
and it might be related to you.
It's about you, yeah.
Shit.
Your dad has walked in the room.
No, she's dead. I told you.
Everyone, you notice her dad like eating a bowl of cereal in the middle of the room.
They're essentially,
Ariel?
they're essentially an owl David Bowie, so there's just glitter spouting everywhere.
But
Is
no,
it Arios?
so you would all notice something.
It's always arrows.
And Murdertha, you noticed it as like the night was progressing. Like the people, for whatever reason, because you're adventurers or some shit, you're like the first people who are up. It's way colder in here than it should be, and like you you didn't notice it, but you're like looking around, and you're like seeing you're seeing like the people who are like covered up and should be warm, shivering. And Murdertha, yours was less noticing that people are cold, more noticing it got more cold as the later half of the night went on.
Interesting. I guess I'll try and make. Actually, do I notice that, you know, our friend here is like just standing over the three of us, menacingly sharpening a spear?
Uh,
I'm very specifically over one of you menacingly sharpening a spear.
I thought you were just close by.
I mean, close by, menacing. You know, these are things that are up to interpretation.
close by, squatting over. What's the difference?
Sitting on her chest, holding a spear over her heart, sharpening.
No, I'm sort of like kneeling, like next to, effectively.
I think I would have. I like this whole everything's getting colder thing.
Yeah, you
is
would look around
concerning.
and be concerned about that, and then like you would see essentially that Meredith's like right next to the three of you.
And then I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, Mereditha, how you doing?
Trying to
Doing
decide
good?
something.
What are you puzzling out here, buddy?"
Hmm. God says she has to go, but I know it would make you all sad.
I will preface that Abigail and Felix are still asleep currently.
Okay. Think
I walk
about
over
it.
and go like, he has talked to me about this last night as well.
Hmm.
I hadn't. Yeah, we had
What?
a good conversation about it.
She's gonna cause you all to betray me and do something evil. God says so.
Yeah, but it's not even your god. This is a different version of your god.
Maybe.
But he looks so much like what I've been told my God's meant to look like.
Yeah, but you've never met
He
your.
appeared to me in a vision.
Well, they might look the same, but they're not necessarily be the same.
Also, think about it this way: your god from the original dimension gave you that artifact, right?
Yeah?
If you think about it, the version that's in this reality has hijacked one of your god's artifacts. And technically, since they're a different person, that's heresy.
And one god be a heretic to another god.
Especially if they're the same God.
I
They're
mean,
the same god, but also they're technically different gods.
look at the whole deal with Tiamat.
And so, this version of that person is heresy against the other version of the person that you actually believe in.
Andrew, please make him make a persuasion check as well.
Sure, Lumen, persuasion, advantage.
Now the thingy's helping you.
18. Pretty good.
Yeah, that pretty fucking good. You're wasting all those 11s before. I mean, you definitely don't sense, like, any, like, falseness or lies. You understand what they're saying, and so with that persuasion and that very high insight, one thought comes to your mind.
Mm-hmm.
You roughly know how the power of, like, the spear is supposed to work. It's that once it's powered up, it'll be one big blast that will free your god. But then, most likely, the spear will be destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
If that is done to not your god, then someone essentially stole your god's freedom.
So I can't keep using the spear until we're back in our universe.
Or if you let this god use its power, then you're fully invested in this god and don't care about the other ones, sort of thing.
No, that's not how that... Yeah, no, that's... Yeah, so I can't use the spear until we're back in our universe, just in case I kill enough to trigger it here and waste it.
If that's what you're, like...
That's how I'm interpreting what you're saying.
Yeah, like, I mean, as in, like, in character,
Mm-hmm.
if you genuinely believe, like, the other where you're from god is the true one, then yes, you in character would be, like, wary of, like, wait a minute, so you could potentially actually be betraying your god without realizing.
Mereditha puts down the spear. And
Cool.
goes... So what you're saying is that if I used the spear enough, I could fail my god by being in the wrong place, in the wrong time, in the wrong universe, and not actually free them.
Yeah.
Potentially.
So no killing gnomes with the spear until we get back to the correct universe.
That'll do.
I understand. This place is strange and isn't real, so we need to get out of here.
So that is a decision you have fully made in character
Yes.
and are like steadfast to.
Yes.
You get a feeling of incredible dread, like a shiver down your spine. You can no longer feel the presence of quotation marks your god.
So I've lost my abilities. Got it.
Currently, yes.
That's fine.
Lumen will go over and give you a big ol' hug.
I'm no longer useful to any of you.
No, you made the right choice. That makes you the most useful.
I cannot heal you if you are injured. I apologize.
I can heal. That's okay.
Yeah.
We
We
can
got you, buddy.
work around this.
Oh well.
Hey, you did something braver than anything I've ever done. Well done, man.
And now I've been abandoned.
But not by your friends.
Just by a god.
He was never your friend anyway.
True.
Okay. Meredith is just gonna be like, it's really cold in here and I've not slept. Is it cold because I've not slept?
No, actually, you don't know. Like, you think it could be that, but like, if anyone at all points out anyone else like shivering, you'd be able to be like, oh, okay, no, it's not just me.
Lumen will be like, yeah, there is a chill in here. It's definitely gotten colder. Is there like a place to start a fire or like a?
Yeah, there's like a fireplace. You know, like you'd normally see like in a tavern or an inn.
Is it currently going?
No.
In which case, I'll find the supply of like firewood, chuck some logs on there, and then light it up with a firebolt just to get a fire started.
It will light, but it seems like it's like really struggling to light.
Okay.
So like
Then
you get a low fire.
I'll take a poke around, just like see if I can figure out where this coldness is coming from.
Sure, give me an investigate. And that's for anyone who's also investigating this.
Can Bet help me?
Sure,
Yay,
makes
Bet.
sense in this case.
I rolled badly.
Yay, Bet.
fucking hates it. Rather than like telling you where to go, he's telling you where not to go, and you can reverse engineer that. Essentially, you definitely notice it once you start actually going towards where you were told not to go by Bet. Like, it does get colder as you get closer.
I feel like we had that before where Bet was like, don't go there. Okay, that's where I have to go.
And you can tell that it's the closer you get to like the couple of rooms that you guys were given in the inn, the colder it's getting.
I guess I start checking the rooms.
Sure. You
Help.
yeah.
I will tell everyone and like call people up.
It's quite obvious when you find the right room. because you touch the door.
Oral is in the room.
You touch the doorknob of the room that Via was using, and you take 1 cold damage.
Ow.
As the metal doorknob is ice cold.
I will attempt to prestidigitate to make it a bit warmer, or if that doesn't make it warm enough, I guess like I will try and just heat the door up with like firebolt and then give it a try after putting on like I'll try and mage hand it open. There you go.
Are you doing both of those things?
Yes.
Okay.
Mage hand freezes.
No, it was essentially if he didn't do the heating part, Mage Hand wouldn't have worked. You heat up essentially like the locks and things enough that when you turn the Mage Hand, you hear like a crack of ice, but it does slowly start turning. When you eventually get it to open, you are like. So it's like there's a load of shit up against the door, and you're like really pushing it. You can see it's opening, but only barely.
Okay.
And as soon as you get like a crack of the door open, you just get like the coldest breeze through your soul ever.
Oh, this is not pleasant, but
Oh, I wish I'd put my pants on now.
I definitely would have put my pants back on.
It's still pulled down from yesterday from when we drove on his body.
I mean, I didn't specifically say I pull them back up.
Exactly.
So...
By the way,
that heartfelt speech that got me to reject my god happened with your trousers off.
I mean, that's what
that's why it was so persuasive.
That's why. Oh
Yeah,
god.
Pulled them all the way up. He's doing that waddling thing where they're like around his legs, and that's just how he's walking around now.
Well, as long as he's not pretending he's an elephant.
That's how Meredith figured out that they were gay.
I mean,
who knows with Meredith?
Meredith's kind of ace, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I
so,
was
like,
thinking, has Meredith ever put any thought into that type of thing ever?
No, Meredith is like doesn't feel attraction to things, only to death.
You have an attraction to doing a duty to your god.
But you can't do anymore. Wow.
Wow.
Now you have an attraction to helping out your friends.
Well, not
Friend
exactly
is
an
the-
Okay,
attraction.
now that sounds weird.
Okay, so basically, you have this door that's like struggling to open. Who is currently there? Have you like gathered the party?
Yeah, I mean, I said I called everybody up.
Okay, so has the party gathered to you then? Is the question.
Sure.
Yep.
I don't know what help I'll be, but I'm here.
I don't even know what I do.
To be honest, how strong are you?
Me? Not
Yeah.
very.
I mean, the Book of Vile Darkness is crippling him, isn't it?
I'm still incredibly emaciated.
Hmm.
He's so hungry.
And on
If-
the other
if
side
we
of the
had to-
door,
if
you
we
think
had
it's the
to-
person
if-
who was feeding him.
If we had to put my strength score is on a scale, it would be a -3.
Right. Well, every little helps. Maybe you'll be the deciding little extra bit that we need.
Sure,
I
buddy.
believe in you.
Somebody must.
You're stronger than any of us, because you have the power to change.
Well, everyone who's going to try pushing on the door, give me a strength check. Just straight strength. And,
Oh,
and
good.
I'm going to use what I see and figure things out with that.
We're all so strong. The strongest.
Mm-hmm. -1, 0. -1,
We're
-3.
so-
Does
Where-
anybody in the party have a
Zamla
plus?
doing the best so far.
We're so strong. We're the strong. The fucking
Graham,
nerd
does
team.
Murderfett theoretically
The
have a
nerd
plus?
team.
No. No.
No. Okay.
Oh, the fucking nerd team
I
has
think this
rolled.
must be one of the
I
weakest
suppose-
group that we ever had. As in,
Yeah.
I
like,
suppose
physical
worst.
strength.
I suppose worst comes to worst. I believe Lumen has pulse wave. He could just be like, "Fuck it."
I mean, yeah, I can blow the door off its hinges. Is a backup plan.
Just for fun, can you give me a strength check for Via as well?
Okay.
I just want to see how you do in this.
The nerd squad has got this. Don't worry. 3, 1,
Can
2.
you
Two,
briefly turn into his
I'll disable
this
guidance.
world
As...
alternative because they looked strong.
True.
In this case, just plain strength. I just want to see what Via gets.
I could also like Misty step
Yeah,
through the
I'm
door.
switching off guidance first. If the bloody sheet will load.
Well, while that's loading,
Yeah.
I can give the explanation. You all realize that you're definitely not strong enough to force the door open.
As we all realize, we all collectively have the strength of a noodle.
What you do, what you do notice though is because you're not very strong, one might say, but you're all relatively smart. Like in general, you can sort of tell. You think it's a bit like if there's been a blizzard and you're trying to open the door. So you might be able to use other methods to open it.
Can I peer in? Is there some visual?
You just see white.
Can I make a bonfire right in front of the door
Yeah?
to melt some of the closest stuff behind the door?
I can pulse wave the door off. I just give it a big force push.
Yeah, but we don't know what's in there, so you could hit
True.
Via or something.
That's true. I could hit Via.
I mean, Via is dead, so it doesn't matter. But
True, very true.
God, I hope not.
Yeah, I'll just get me Wednesday nights back. Yeah.
Oh, well then. That's what all this is to you.
No, it's not. It's not the case. It was a joke.
Aye.
Oh
But I
yeah,
was like, if you're gonna kill us off screen, which I don't think is what's happened.
we could lightsaber the door hinges.
I just love the idea of you
Oh,
like
yeah.
pulse waving the door, and then it's like it blasts forward by like a centimeter, and then comes off its hinges and just blasts back into you.
Or back into its own frame.
No,
It's
I mean
well,
like
that was
like an
anticlimactic.
avalanche happens out at them.
Ah.
Oh,
But
But
yeah, you do have lightsaber.
we could Qui-Gon Jinn this. Cut hole in door.
okay, so if you're gonna do that mixed with the like, okay, before you do that, you would notice that in response to the bonfire, you do see like some water starting to pool under the doorway, as if like
okay, so the ice is not that magical that it doesn't.
yes,
Do
so
anything.
there's definitely something melting on the other side. And if you
As if-
leave the bonfire there, you'll notice more and more water appearing.
Okay, because if that hadn't happened, I would have started to try to get to the hinges from the slight door opening, but yeah. Okay, if it's melting, then we can, I guess, wait a little bit until it and see every minute or so that I have to recast. See if the
Give
door
it-
opens
yeah,
further.
Give it a new nudge.
Does it work?
After a while, you would notice the the flow of water like slow down slightly, because you think you might have essentially melted as much as that fire can.
Yeah. Does the door open further?
Uh,
Can at least somewhat of a squeeze through or something?
I mean, can I see if I can see into the room? I can teleport in.
fucking wizards.
Can I?
And
see?
you know
Try
him.
and
He
get it
likes
open
to
a
use
crack.
all his. He likes to use all his spell slots at the crack of dawn, so
That
he has
is
none
true.
throughout the day.
I mean, it's not even a spell slot. It's Starlight Step.
Oh, fair enough.
Fucking
It's
starlight
all
All
bitches.
his abilities.
That's why I'm suggesting it, because it's just like it's not even a spell slot. It's just a thing I can do 3 times a day.
Okay, I'm gonna make you do something stupid then, because it is my right.
It is your
Uh,
right.
You can see something through the gap, and you teleport in, and
Hang on, I'll quickly warm my body up first with prestidigitation, put on all the extra layers, then do it.
you are essentially inside of a quotation marks homemade tiny igloo.
What's blocking the door?
The snow above the igloo.
Oh, right. Is
Uh,
there a...
Essentially, you've cleared out the bottom half of what is the blockage, but like you can tell that it's like hit the point where it's just frozen, like it's melted and frozen where it is.
I'll try and, like, clear the blockage. I'm gonna, like, chip away at it and scoop chunks of it off.
You can like barely
I'll I'll
get to the gap in the door, and you're like, okay, guys, I'm technically in.
Okay, if we can't get through the door like this, can I try to, since the door is somewhat open, some of the hinges should be exposed, right? Can I, they have like a pin, can I get the pin out so we can technically take the door out of the hinges?
Yeah, you could do that.
I would like to do that.
Sure.
What else? Why
If
isn't
somebody lifts me up so I can get to the upper door hinge, but yeah.
Oh boy.
Or
So
I'll stand on Murdertha's shoulders.
Lumen, you could just cut the door in half, and then you've got like a nice little igloo with a door.
I mean, I can do that. I guess I could shout out and warn people.
Yeah, you can talk to people through the crack in the door.
Do you want me to just cut the door in half?
But that's property damage.
I guess. True. But I think what's happened in this room is already property damage.
Don't multiples of us have mending?
That's true.
At least 2 of us, I think.
Shut up, Via.
This is a disembodied
I should
voice
have
speaking
mending,
through
yeah.
fate.
We could mending the door after we're done. Also, I think taking the hinges out of the door is also property damage,
But
depending on
that
how
I
well-
can repair.
That's true, but mending can fix the door as well, right?
You can't
you
rely
just
on
cleave it in
magic
half and
for
just-
everything.
Okay.
He is a wizard.
You can't rely on magic for everything.
No,
What if you ever come into an anti-magic field?
Lumen is like, no, I'll let you get on with it. Lumen feels like this is a thing that you need. You need this win.
Let me feel useful.
Let me do this.
It's okay, man. Gee, you're good. You're good. Oh.
So,
Do you need a roll, or does it just work?
no, you can just do that.
So what is the inside of this place like?
Very snowy. You with like your spells and lightsaber and everything, you think you can like very easily get through whatever snowdrift has like blocked over the door. Like you can cut a hole in it easily. If you so wish.
I'll try and make it easier for my party members to get through. Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna say something before everyone else. You. So Newt, like carefully take the door off, and then you see that Lumen's no longer like kneeling in the small crawl space that you'd made. He's now like you can just see his legs, and he's just standing there.
The urge.
Oh,
to
you made
follow-
more space
Yeah, the urge to follow that sentence up with menacingly.
with
So
his
hard.
pants down.
Dun
No,
dun
he's pulled-
dun.
Pulled them up by now. It's too cold.
Lumen, what you can see in front of you is a lot of magic. Like
Damn.
more than you've seen in a while. And it's kind of left you speechless.
Is it like just magical energy, spells, magical people, magical
n-
items?
more
Raw magic.
energy and spells.
Right.
It-
Okay.
It is essentially you can see that there is something in the center of the room, which there is like a swirling. Essentially, as you can now clearly see, the blizzard is swirling around them, and it's coming out of. Oh, you've heard of that before. It's that spell. Give me an intelligence, or no, Arcana. Sorry.
Okay. 25.
Oh, what's it called? Door. Gate. That's it.
Oh, maybe Via went through the. Guys, there's a magical portal that leads to another dimension through
I
here.
thought we'd agreed not to go. Yeah.
Well, it's occurred. I think we should go follow Via.
But all the people here. Ugh.
I will again specify that, Lumen, you do know there is something in the center of the room, but you just don't know what.
Also,
I was gonna
there's
say, is there even like a portal there for him?
There
Or
is
is
there
this more like the spell has been cast and this is what's left over?
no, it is still ongoing.
Okay.
The gate is what he sees. He can't see what the thing in the center of the room that the storm is swirling around is.
I guess I'll try and make out what it looks like. Just squint at it.
It
Approach a
is
little
a small shape. That's like you're looking through a raging blizzard, but you can definitely make out that it is like small. I don't know how to explain it any other way. You can make out that it is small.
Interesting. Does the blizzard look like thick enough where I could possibly like? Is it too thick to move through, or does
It,
it look too thick
it would be like difficult terrain, but no, it's not like you can't advance in any way, and it's not like it's a big room either. So
I'll start making my way to the thing that I can see that is small.
sure.
I'll wait for everyone first, though.
Yeah, what's everyone else do? As you see Lumen, like, his legs start disappearing up into the hole.
Up into the hole?
Like, the hole that he made to see inside the room.
Oh, okay, now I understand. Yeah. I climb after.
You are greeted by Blizzard.
There's the thing. Let's go see what the thing is.
Let's see what the thing is.
Yeah, I'll give you a boost up.
Small person helping the small person.
Smaller.
Small people gotta stick together, man. And that's a
All
lot.
people ain't got no reason to be.
Says one of the small people.
Hey, it's not me. It's a song.
I know.
It's a very, very, very bad song.
So are you who is going into the room to help with small thing?
Me.
Me.
I feel I'd be of more liability than help right now.
I mean, that's fair. You could be trying to help by guarding the entrance
Sure.
while having an existential crisis. You can do both.
Will do. I'm over here. Existential crisis in hand. You guys go find Via.
Once you're actually like in the room, you like suddenly get hit with the, oh my god, it is so cold in here. You don't think that you could survive in here for very long. What is your plan?
Step 2, getting to that small object, and then seeing and assuming it's fine towards the gate. Because if Via is on the other side, Via might be in danger and must save friend.
Okay.
Help with that, I guess.
You start approaching the center of the swirl. There is something small and fluffy in the center. You literally are fucking basically blind right now.
I guess I'll try and goop it up.
Mm-hmm.
What does it feel like?
Very soft. Like heavier than, like, enough to know that it is a living thing.
I'll just sort of cradle it and scoop, and I'll try and move towards the gate. Because shrugs. I don't know if it can survive in here very long. And I can't really talk to it or see it.
Should we go towards the gate, or should we get that creature out first, see what it is, and then go back in, depending?
Yeah, but I know the gate spell doesn't last forever.
It seems like it lasted for a while already, looking at the state of the room.
Yeah, give both of you give me an Arcana with advantage. Nat one. Damn it.
Advantage.
Well,
That's awful. That's
27.
great. I
27 on the other hand.
I defer back to what you just said, Newt.
Yeah.
So that it
alright.
seems like it has been going on for longer than it usually would anyway, so...
Yes. It also, in terms of like your magical know-how and things like that, you think it looks surprisingly stable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess we'll try and make our way back to the little tunnel so we can, or at least far enough away from this blizzard to take a look at whatever this thing I'm holding is.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't want a permanent portal into the snow dimension?
I love the
Realm
snow
dimension.
dimension.
Everyone loves the snow dimension. So yeah, what does it look like? Is it awake? And
Looks
is it
like that
okay?
big scribble you see on the map.
that's me showing what snow looks like. That's the inside of the room.
Yay. So what does it look like? Is it friend shaped?
Oh god, how big's this gonna be? How big's it gonna be? Gonna be huge or little? Huge!
Aw.
Good!
It's
Yay!
a baby owl bear.
Entire
Oh.
party is dead because they've been crushed by it.
Bia has been turned into a baby owl bear.
Maybe.
In this dimension, her mom was a bear.
Damn.
Dad was an owl.
I-
That's how it works, right?
Lumen just imagining owl plus sign bear equal Via? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Once you're actually out of the room, you also notice on the face of this little creature, which does seem to just be sleeping, what look like frozen tear marks.
Does it look
Oh.
like Via?
Sort of, yes. There is a familiarity to it.
In the way that one owl looks a bit like another owl. Okay.
Not quite in that way, but yes.
I will make another bonfire to warm it up.
Sure. After like the minute when you go to re-up the bonfire, you notice that the creature starts like moving more and more in its sleep. You think it might have been in a sort of like hibernation state.
Mm-hmm.
What
So
everyone
what do we do with it?
I mean, we've got to take care of it, but also we've got to figure out where this gate leads to, and also
The snow dimension.
I mean, maybe,
How much do I know about the elemental planes?
but maybe it just
Nothing.
leads to a snowy play, and that like there's equal chance that this is Via or that Via's been like kidnapped.
Do my databases have any information on any places that are particularly snowy?
Icewind Dale is particularly snowy.
Well, but I know that gate normally goes to a different place, right? As in like a different dimension.
It does normally go a different dimension.
I
Unless,
think it has to be a different plane of existence.
well, by official rules, yeah, but
Okay.
But Andrew says otherwise.
I'm trying to think. Like, I don't think your databases would immediately come up with like, the plane of ice or whatever. You might have a tiny detail on like you think there might have been one of the layers in the hell people said is like cold.
So there's like rough information.
Yeah,
but there's
very
nothing, like...
rough information.
So
I think-
it could be anywhere, technically.
I do think we should go through because if Via is on the other side of it, then I don't want Via to face like whatever kidnapped her alone.
That is fair. Abigail could take care of this little floof, because I doubt it'll. But it's very cold. I don't think we will stand long in that cold.
Via, you feel
Yeah.
like you are having a horrible nightmare, and it's suddenly like you're surrounded by all your friends and loved ones, and there's like an inner warmth.
It is Via.
It's definitely Via, but we don't know that.
That
I
is
swear to
true.
God, I swear to God, if I'm the owlbear.
Via is definitely the owlbear, but we definitely.
You said
don't.
friends and family.
Well, that's what your dream is going to. You haven't woken up yet. You just feel warmer now. That's why your dream is getting nicer.
But yeah, I think we should gather up some like winter clothes, and then we'll just have to make best of what we've got on to hand and try and go through.
Okay, you look friendlier, so you stay here with the owlbear, keep it warm. I'll go get the others and get some winter clothes.
Okay,
I will do that.
I will keep the owlbear warm.
Abigail arrives and is like, "Oh my god, I need to knit a tiny outfit."
Although, why can't you do these kind of things before long rest? Then I could have changed infusions to like cold resistance things and things.
God, so like
Who did you ask that?
Andrew,
The DM. Well, to be fair, it's could have asked Via as
I
well.
mean, how was I supposed to know any of this was going to happen? You never told me now.
yeah, that's the fun of
Did you
D
not
and D.
expect
The
that?
argument and the divination I tried was,
Good old eh.
everyone loves me. But yeah,
I cast this spell over an extended period of time to determine the future. Yeah.
I'm
Well, that's a future and a half.
gonna keep it warm. I'm gonna prestidigitate it to make it like to aid in the warming it up process.
The warming. Via, eventually you would see a flickering fire when your eyes like slowly start to open.
Mm-hmm.
Like as if you just like woke up next to a bonfire.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do?
Hoot hoot.
look at surroundings because what was the last thing I remember?
The last thing you remember would have been currently right now, like you were doing something with the spell thing, and you were like thinking of your family, and you can like really clearly remember. Excuse me. You can really clearly remember the memory that you mentioned, like clear as day, more so than like how it was for you before.
And then just nothing, and now waking up.
You get that there's more, but it's like ironically, like a blizzard, it's kind of a haze right now. It's essentially like you're just waking up and piecing things together. You can also feel that you have arms hugging around you and 2 hot pockets. As essentially the 2 hands prestidigitating.
Get to look at surroundings. Is it the tavern?
It is.
Mm.
And Lumen, you see a small owlbear wake up and look around and look at you.
Oh, you okay? You hungry?
Tries to
Lumen will pull out
speak.
some food.
You
Tries to speak.
You squawk.
I can't do squawks right now.
That's fair enough.
You okay?
Obviously gets weirded out.
Would you
Because-
essentially like immediately like look at yourself?
Yes.
Profit. Actually, it seems confused, but I'll proffer some food near it.
You see the owl baby, like, it looks down at itself and then jumps out of your arms and is like frantically looking around. Can you give me a Arcana with advantage? That's certainly an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So, you have like a mini panic attack of what the fuck's going on, and then
But then remember, this is what my brain's doing. And probably Via would be doing the same as going, I'm Druid, so...
yes, that is actually correct.
Wild shape, question mark?
Well, genuinely well done. You think if you concentrate, you could, in quotation marks, drop this?
Yeah, tries to think of it as when, because like she can control herself, her wild shapes normally anyway. She just tries to focus on the sensation, what she actually does with the primal side of her magic with regards to returning to normal form.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, tries that.
Poof. Feathers everywhere. Squawk, I'm a Via.
Oh, thank the gods!
Oh, Via, you're okay.
Curls it into a ball, and just flops on side.
Lumen will like rush to like catch you if you're gonna just flop on side because
Well, I say curls it into a ball and then just not like a violent fall or nothing.
I
yeah.
never had my doubts.
Lumen will still be there to comfort you, just like you okay, friend.
I finally found I can share in Discord the picture of the owlbear cub from when Ryan with the Frostbane came out. Remember the thing that Graham instantly killed?
Oh, we love that cub.
It died so
Adorable.
fast.
I can't believe you did that, Graham. How could you bring harm to such a little floof?
With a gun.
The gun, no less. Anyway,
So yeah,
we are still freaking out a little bit. It's just like, how long have I been like that?
I mean, as far as I'm aware, since last night. That's when I last sort of saw you, so I
Like
would
all of
assume
you
since
wouldn't
then.
kill things for money.
Via, you suddenly like your head snaps around and you notice that it's daytime.
still very confused, especially since she's... I take it if I look around, notice it's daytime, and then like, okay, I remember, like, turns to Lumen. I tried what you asked, and this is what happened.
Interesting. There's a big portal as well in that
This is
room.
what?
Yeah, a
Uh,
giant gate spell, which is very impressive.
Have I at least benefited from the rest?
Yes.
Cool.
Like whatever you did manage to
You-
open a very powerful spell.
You
Have I
I don't even
found
remember
warm
doing
clothes?
it.
you literally went into hibernation.
I don't even remember doing it, let alone the... I don't even know what that wild shape was.
Yeah.
Looks at the door which leads to the room she was, and I'm guessing that is just an icy mess.
Yeah.
Maybe you exhausted yourself because you tried casting something beyond your means or something.
Well, if I did, I wasn't doing it on purpose.
I know,
Give
just a theory.
give me another advantage Arcana via. Arcana via.
Another 20.
Excellent.
Also, can I roll my portents?
Yeah, sure.
So 21 and a 2.
No, you
Excellent.
you rolled 2d20. How
Yeah.
you can't roll a
You got an 8
21
and
on
a
a
13.
20?
You rolled 8 and 13.
Oh, sorry. An 8 and a 30. Never mind.
I just
it's
love
'cause
that you instantly.
It's because I'm using the app. And primarily,
21 on a d20.
and I know it's because I'm using the app and I'm primarily staying in Discord. It just didn't click. Okay, 18 and a 30. 13.
No, 8.
8 and a
Eight.
13.
18 and
80. Right, you got an 80.
8 and 13.
yeah.
Anyway, it was a 20 on that Arcana.
Yeah. With a 20, you can recognize the cold. It isn't like actually coming from the portal as such. You can recognize that it is the cold of a connection to the unseelie.
And then
Right.
And then
Hmm.
everyone shows up wearing winter gear.
So I'm thinking that portal is going to like the unseelie side of the Feywild, possibly, or part of it at least.
Noru's bedroom.
Of course, you would know that your father's domain is obviously in that quotation marks area. It's like a demi-plane or whatever the heck domain of delight or whatever they're called within the unseelie portion.
Yeah, because the Feywild is screwy that way.
Yeah. So
Um,
you would know. It doesn't necessarily mean the place on the other side is cold. It's just magical reaction.
Hence
Yeah,
my
this is like
conundrum.
this is like a byproduct of. It's kind of like an endothermic reaction, but a druid wouldn't think of it that way.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the environment.
endothermic.
The environment is reacting to the environment on the other end of the portal.
Yeah.
We'll pass that information on to Lumen and anyone else who's nearby. It's just like, there isn't actually a blizzard there. This is just the environment reacting to what's on the other side. I think my father's domain is on the other side.
We could
Starts slowly leaning towards the portal.
we could go through.
As you're like thinking of this, you do start getting memories back of remembering that you had the intense reaction. You remember having that memory of like the big bonding time with your father. Suddenly you get hit with memories of this, but feelings of just overwhelming, crippling despair. And you don't think they're your own. Then that's when the magic starts going off, essentially. like, or you know that you're doing it, but in an uncontrollable way, and you like slowly your memories are coming back, and you remember that you essentially did kind of use up everything in you, and then something you don't understand happened, and that's pretty much like the last thing you remember is what you can assume is when you went into hibernation as the cub.
Okay.
I mean, she hasn't said that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also
What,
gonna,
what do you mean by used everything up?
as in like, all of the magic that was in you was used to correctly activate this very powerful spell,
Mm-hmm.
and
And then
you were essentially emptied for a moment.
is that where the despair's coming from?
No.
I think you're getting the emotions from the other version of you that's from here.
Yeah, like, because that was like the other. My brain immediately went to that. Sounds like the other one. Right.
Do you want to go face the music?
Nods.
Alright, we got you back. Go on, gang.
Yeah.
I sent you a message, James, because it's something we've discussed. That's up to you revealing to people.
I
Am I
see.
back with warm clothes now?
Like all
Did
the
I find
blankets
any
in the
warm
world.
clothes?
Did he find anyone? Well,
Just ripped clothes off of other people. Like, we need these, thank you.
you found like
What
one,
the fuck?
You found like one light jacket.
You say a shivering Via, although not you don't notice this. Via isn't exactly shivering from the cold, as such. They're just shivering, and you just like pile shit onto them.
Oh, where did the little thingy go? And I thought we said we wouldn't go into the portal to get Via back.
That was
is
me.
Yeah, that is Via. Via was the little.
Oh.
I don't know if I can do it again.
Arcana
Do I think I
check.
could do that again?
Advantage Arcana
Okay.
check.
Okay. I'll guidance this one because I'm awake now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 19, not a 20 again.
And you also have the power of friendship.
Okay.
It doesn't change the roll, but it means I believe in you.
I know you wouldn't do this because just like character resources. Are you going to try and like if you think you could, would you try and change it into that form?
I would, if I think I could, I would try it later.
Would you try it now instead, for narrative reasons?
And not
Well, she
use
did
up
just.
wild shit.
Do you want to
I mean-
try it for free? Maybe because the DM is like, yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Because
that.
of the message that the DM just sent me.
Nudge, nudge, hint, hint.
Yeah,
Yes, sure.
sure.
She goes. I don't think I can do that. Tries it like just intrinsically.
If you listen very carefully, you can almost hear the beat of the story.
You spend one of your wild shapes, and then immediately like you haven't spent it.
Have I turned?
Yes, you are a small
So-
babby.
So big pile of clothes is dumped on Via, and then the tiny little owlbear cub crawls out of the pile.
Basically, what in actual like game mechanics, what you have been given is, you can wild shape any time into the cub, like the familiar from the Rime of the Frostmaiden thing. It's just got the statistics of a cat, but also has cold immunity.
And you can do it any time.
Yes.
Doesn't cost wild
No,
Sure, it has
it-
the statistics of a cat, but has cold immunity.
yes.
Aw.
Cute.
Is it tiny?
Yes.
Statistics
Okay.
of a cat is very
If I
weak.
wasn't so
It's-
sad, I would say, "Oh,
It is very weak, but
I mean, it could be
Babby
handy.
are weak.
It could be handy in a handful of situations. Also, maybe it'll grow with you.
Correct.
One day you might turn into an actual giant,
Yeah.
massive owl bear. Hell, it might go beyond owl bear. You could turn into a giant, massive, huge, just big thing.
Ah, a big thing you see.
Big bird bear. Super bird bear. Bird bear, but even bigger than a regular bird bear.
I'm gonna Google ultra owl bear.
Ultra
Evolution
owlbear. Terrask owlbear.
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
I assumed an ultra owlbear was like glowing and grey."
I'm not finding any good enough pictures yet, but I'll keep at it. So yes,
We believe in you.
Yeah.
you do that.
Since it costs nothing and is the statistics of a cat. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like
Go
you instantly get the understanding from doing that it didn't cost you anything, and without making any checks, you now know, like a wild chip, you can just drop it at any time.
Drops it again.
You are currently covered in a load
Because this isn't.
of towels. No, blankets. That's the word I wanted.
Jackets.
Yeah,
Jackets and blankets.
jackets and blankets.
But yeah, I guess. Do you wanna...
rummaging from underneath, and then it suddenly becomes tall.
You're like digging
Oh.
your way through all of this stuff.
Yeah.
So you...
Appreciate it, guys, but as I said, I don't need it. It's not real cold.
Yeah, but we
Oh,
didn't
do
know
you mean
that.
as soon as we get through the portal, we're not cold anymore?
You haven't went through, so you don't know yet.
Probably not.
It would be the assumption that we're making.
I would say no.
I'll go back and give that back to people.
Also, you would notice the half of the door is obviously, well, no, all of the door's gone because you took it off.
Yeah.
Despite there being like a hole, like leading out from where the blizzard's happening, it doesn't seem to be essentially leaving that room.
Yeah. I guess we should gather up and head through if Viet really does want to face the music.
What is this about music?
More like
It's
I like
it's an old
violins.
saying.
yeah,
It's an old
more...
saying. It means to face something that might be scary.
Why can't people just talk about things how they are?
I was hoping we were gonna go and face some music. It's bullshit.
I'm sure
Go and fight some bards.
I'm sure we can arrange for them to be some like I can sing you a song once we get through there.
Sing
Does
me a
anyone have
ditty.
like a short sword or something I could borrow?
Do you not want to use your spear at all anymore?
No, because if I use it and it kills too many, then it's heresy.
I have a dagger, a light crossbow, and that's all the weapons I possess.
Have a light hammer.
I
That.
I have a sling, and that's it.
Uh,
We could maybe tie a Dracolich claw to a stick.
But if you want a spear, I'm sure there's a spear in town somewhere that we can borrow.
Surely
gonna
there must
go-
be a blacksmith somewhere.
I'm gonna go leave and go walk through town and go find a dex-based weapon to use. Now that I can't use my magically dex-based spear.
Sure. Yeah, like everyone can be spending time like figuring stuff out and sorting out and stuff. So you're
I
And
help
Via would
Murdertha.
take that cue to say to Lumen, "Is Murdertha all right? I noticed that Abigail's still here."
Yeah, Murdertha sort of had a falling out with the version of their god from this place. So they're not. They need some time, I think, to process everything that's occurring to them.
Understandable, yeah. I'm. This might sound horrible, but at least I'm glad he's on our side of the argument, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, I'm happy. I think he's made the right choice. It's very brave. It's very strong of him.
Also, I want to take the opportunity to just, let you guys know about the discussion that we had last night, that I'm happy to know that we're all in the same boat on this.
Yeah, we are.
We're in this problem together.
We are. And we're gonna find our way out. It's all gonna be great.
Would you explain, Lumen? Would you explain the situation of what happened with Murdertha to Abigail?
Yeah, I'm honest enough to do that. Like, Murdertha chose to spare you, like, over, like, killing you, and in the process has been abandoned by the version of his god that is here.
That's one hell of a bombshell to drop on somebody as soon as they've woken up in the morning. There was a
To
serial
say.
killer bearing down over you last night, but they decided not to.
After
So
a little
happy
bit,
times.
after a little bit of like talking,
A
but
serial killer was after me? Yeah.
we were all here, and in general, they're not going to do it again, which is
You maybe
progress.
made them see the error of their ways.
They've
At least for
definitely made
now.
progress. Yeah.
No,
Just for now.
in this dimension.
Hey, it's progress.
Until the next villain that we fight is actually a gnome.
Oh, then you could just go loose. Have a lovely time.
Yes, evil book. Like, thank you for offering me power again. No evil book I will not accept.
That
book
that
says
really
don't.
sounds like I'm offering him things, doesn't it?
It did. I assumed you did.
I didn't, so I'd like to know who he's talking to.
Damn good book. Why are you useless now? Because I can't cast spells anymore.
Goodness is its own reward? Question mark. Sweats in good book. I must offer you something else, right?
Goodness is only true goodness that seeks no reward.
Yeah, I get
Without
it.
glory and without witness.
God, Grim's gonna hate me.
No, what are you doing?
But yeah, I'm just gonna be looking through, trying to find something that I can use as a weapon with my emaciated form.
Okay, so something's gonna happen to you soon. So
I mean, I can give you my crossbow.
Got like a light crossbowy thing that I
Yeah.
can use in an emergency. But I'm just looking for
Oh,
something melee because I don't have anything.
I have a
Currently.
dagger. You could have a dagger.
Yeah,
light
yeah.
hammer.
I'd rather find something a little bit.
More substantial than
I'm
I.
pretty sure I'll find a short sword somewhere in this town,
Sure.
unless the town has no need for any weapons because it's so peaceful and idyllic.
I mean, they have no guards, which is like interesting. Although I'm pretty sure they do have a blacksmith.
okay, so what's everyone else doing?
I'm helping Murdertha for stuff.
Mentally preparing for death.
I'm going to find some. The first thing I'm gonna do is round up some of the more responsible villagers and try and help them come up with a plan to like manage all of the people while we're away doing like
All of the work.
yeah, and help them like just come up with a plan to like, okay, these are the people who were like freaking out most. This is what we should be away for a bit. Inform them of like the goblins at this goblin camp you could set up a deal with them to start mining the adamantium pyramid that's there, and then selling it on to Neverwinter, which might give some more funds to the town to hopefully fix things a bit more. Stuff like that.
Sounds good. Anyone else doing anything in particular?
No.
No.
And if I have any spare time, reassure Via.
Like I said, just helping Meredith find a thing.
Oh, excellent. So, there'll be witness to whatever happens.
Someone Meredith had to be alone right now. They seem sad.
Yeah.
What's Via doing in terms of like, you've got time to essentially do whatever.
How long?
I mean, like, it was very early in the morning, so even if you were like planning on making a move at like lunchtime, you've still got a couple of hours of just like time you could have for your thoughts, or to go around and collect things if you need anything in particular.
I kind of want to do another ritual cast of augury, but on what? Because it's like half a dozen things,
So many things.
and you can't spam augury, because the more you spam it, the more inaccurate it becomes. Eventually, it'll just get to the point where the DM can just say what he wants.
I mean, we copied each other's spells and stuff last night, so I could try
I mean,
augury a bit. Shrug.
Oh, you're also aware that all of your stuff's still in your room.
I guess I'll gather all that together because I'll need it.
You like have to keep switching into baby form because it's so cold in there.
Yeah, switch to baby form occasionally, and then come back and then like melt snow and ice away.
Goo goo gaga.
All right.
Yeah.
Just be like, and then just poof, and then just dig again, and then poof back. Yeah, but yeah, just get all my stuff together while also contemplating where the portal can possibly go. Just keeps on like occasionally looking at it, low key thinking that something's gonna come through.
It definitely does have like a malevolence, like summit's coming through it, but nothing does.
Mm-hmm.
But that could
But
just because
should
that could be
also-
because of the unseelie.
It could be because of the unseelie, so it's just goth as fuck. She does also think about the thing that you've just sent us, and she's like, maybe? That would be more fitting. She doesn't bring it up, though. She's going to wait and see what's on the other side. But yeah, I'm honestly just... To be honest, I haven't added those spells yet, so I might take the opportunity now to do that, but other than that, yeah. What did I take? Detect thoughts and crown of madness.
Okay, I'm quiet because I'm just thinking through the thing that's about to happen.
Everything's gonna be great, right?
The world explodes.
So, good news, you're coming along for an adventure that has nothing to do with you.
Okay.
So, like, Mirza was, like, wandering through the town looking for things. You can, like, occasionally find some things. You see people like, well, we've got some things for defending the city, but not great quality. And you're, like, wandering around for, like, a couple of hours. You find some, like, really shitty equipment and stuff, which would do in a pinch, but nothing great. And then you suddenly like realize that the two of you are like just in the middle of a forest.
We switched from being in the town to suddenly being in the middle of the forest.
Yes.
Okay. I turn around. Do I see more forest?
You see the door that you came out of close and then vanish. So like you'd exited a house, and then you're here, and then you turn around and then the door shuts.
Turn around to Meredith. This place is weird.
Really weird.
Mereditha, right now you have like the cat with its heckles up, or whatever the heck it's called.
Hackles?
Yeah, like the hair standing on the on its end.
Sure, yeah. This place feels bad.
Bad as in dangerous or evil or both?
Both.
Do I perceive anything anything helpful, as in like sounds, like noises, rustling,
There is literally nothing.
smells,
Like
since I installed a nose.
actually, there's no smells either. Funnily enough, there's like no sounds. You can see like the trees swaying and things, but you can't hear any rustling. You definitely can't hear any animals or anything like that. And like as
I
much
feel
as
like we're in an illusion again.
as much as you squint, you can't see anything in the distance. Like there's just trees and trees and trees and trees and trees.
My memory is still working, right?
That checks out from. That checks out from the other week when I was like, "Are there any animals around here that I can cast speak with animals with?" And it was like, "Nope, doesn't matter how much you try, you can't find it." This whole area is just dead for some reason.
What was that you just said before there, Christian?
I don't remember.
Either
I
do
think I just something. Was it about that? That we're in illusion again? I don't know.
Yes, you said that.
Oh yeah, is my memory core okay?
That's what
Does
you
it
said.
feel corrupted again?
No, it doesn't.
You could
Is
turn
that's
around.
not the same.
You could try and open the door behind you again. Just
The door is
No.
gone.
no.
I feel in that direction. Is the door actually gone?
It is actually
Right.
gone. Yes.
Meredith is kind of like looking about. Can I see anything at all that seems out of the ordinary for a forest?
Nothing. Like everything feels normal. There's just like there's like this fucking hatred in you right now for something.
Can I produce magic?
Yeah, you can
Meredith
produce
will
magic.
just shout,
Okay.
"Whatever you are, whatever's going on, please just show yourself. I'm in a not murdering mood today."
Pat him on the shoulder. Good for you. Hopefully.
Fingers
This
crossed.
world is already fake. What are you doing?
I use a spell slot to cast detect magic and look around.
Big
I don't
magic.
think I have a lot of time.
Big illusion magic.
Okay, as expected. Surrounded by illusion
But
from
you-
something.
yeah, it's you can tell it's a weird illusion because you obviously did check where the door would have been, where there would have been a whole building, and you're in a town, so you would find things. And when you touch the trees, they feel real.
Okay. Newt,
Mm-hmm.
common tactic for breaking something like an illusion like this is for us to stand back to back and run in opposite directions.
What
think
does
it's-
that do?
It's like if it's an area of effect thing, they won't be able to move it to center it on both of us, so one of us will get out.
And then they were never seen again.
Seems reasonable. Okay,
One.
I'll go that way.
Okay, I'll go the opposite direction.
1, 2, 3.
2, 3, go.
As you're both about to start running, you notice that in typical video game fashion, question mark, question mark, question mark, Abigail is standing there watching you.
Okay.
Like,
Is my
as you're about to start on your sprints, you're
since
caught.
it stays for 10 minutes, I think my detect magic should still be on. Is she magical and therefore not Abigail?
You can see that there is an aura around Abigail.
I threw a rock.
I don't think it's Abigail, and I don't think it helps if you throw a part of the illusion at the illusion.
They catch the rock and just place it gently on the floor.
Yeah, that's not Abigail.
You would also notice, like Murder. Murder.
You would notice that.
Yeah, you would
If-
notice
if
that.
that noise happened right next to you, you'd notice.
And you don't immediately notice this unless it's like pointed out to you, that Abigail has something familiar in her hand. It is your
What is
spear.
it?
I thought it was a rock.
But
No,
my
no.
spear's also on my back, right?
Nope.
Wait, it disappeared and I didn't notice?
Correct.
Please stop thieving. I know that you gnomes are good at that, but you should stop it. Take on a righteous path of murdering instead. Hello?
They don't seem to be responding.
I'm gonna just walk towards and grab the spear.
Sure. What are you doing in this? As like Meredith's walking towards this.
When he walks towards her, then
Abigail?
I will walk with to stay close at hand.
Sure.
Is the spear also an illusion, or the spear actually real?
The spear would, well, it'd be hard. You wouldn't detect illusion magic because it's magical, so you would detect it as magical.
Yeah, I'll detect the divinity, not the
Yeah.
illusion. Yeah.
Funnily enough, since you mentioned it, that's what you also detect from Abigail instead of illusion.
Oh, instead.
Yeah, like you're not detecting illusion as such. It's
I lean over to Meredith. I think she is a god / messenger of a god / something godly. I don't understand these things.
I don't care what she is, but stealing is immoral and she needs to hand that back.
Agreed.
as you
What
get
kind of being steals from a poor person who's already down on the luck?
so Newt, you get to see a nice view of what happens. An angry Mereditha like stomps angrily towards Quitishmock's Abigail. It's like, give me back my spear. And they just stab Mereditha straight through the chest.
And I have no chance of reacting.
No. It's almost as if everyone looks at
This is
this.
dark
Time
text.
has stopped. And then essentially the what? Yeah, it would be blade. The blade snaps off inside of Mereditha.
Your head.
Yeah. And then they throw the stick to the floor. And Mereditha collapses to the floor.
Since I'm standing right next to them, basically, try to position myself between the two and try to both help Mereditha and keep an eye on Abigail ?
Sure, you go to do that, and essentially as you rush forward, everything around you starts melting. and before you
Like a painting.
like before you realize it, you're back in the town. Meredith, you saw quotage marks something that only you saw. At the moment you were stabbed, the Abigail stopped being Abigail and became a somewhat familiar, very famous gnome.
Oh fuck.
A Gaul, one might say.
It was Stephen.
Uh,
So I'm dead, right?
no. When you were stabbed, it went straight into your heart, and all that they said to you before basically you collapsed and everything started melting was good luck. You are currently unconscious though.
Is there a wound?
No.
Is
There is a scar, but there's not a. It's like it looks like an old wound.
Do I detect the spearhead within the wound with my detect magic?
Yes. This time it's not just in his thumb.
And the spear shaft is probably lying next to us, right?
Yes.
Or haft? Shaft? Haft?
Yeah, the stick.
I think it's
Haft,
the
I
shaft.
think. I'm not sure. I'm confused now.
I think it's the spear shaft.
Meredith, you have the most wonderful dream you've had in so long. I've a million messages. I wonder who they could be from. New character
Not me.
sheet. No, Graham, you are fine.
You are now a cleric of Gall Glitter Gold.
I killed myself.
You
For
can't.
for a moment in your dream, you hear a warm, loving voice that you do recognize.
Mm-hmm.
You don't understand what they're saying, but you understand that it is the god who you trust, and whatever it is they're saying, you get like a sense of pride from them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and then you wake up in a panic. Stop sending me question marks.
Yeah, Martha wakes up and like feels for his chest where the wound should be.
You're okay.
You do feel a scar there.
But your
If
spear
I-
is broken.
If I feel into the area, does it feel like there's some sort of like large slab of metal inside me?
If you were to like press really hard, you would be able to feel something.
Yes, it is in your
That
chest.
fucking evil gnome god broke my fucking god's weapon.
Is the shaft still magical?
Yes, it is.
It's still not useless. Like, it's not. There's still magic in this.
I pick up the stick.
But
Like the gnome hitter doesn't sound quite so cool.
Gnome Smasher?
Technically, right now it is a +1 quarterstaff.
You're dead to me, Andrew.
Gnome Clubber?
It's not what it's going to be. Fucking shut up, Graham. You're getting more
What?
things soon. Just shut up.
I'm just like in a panic, and I'm like, oh no, the symbol of it's gone.
What's gone?
The symbol of like my task and my duty and everything is gone. Even oh, I'm abandoned, and now it's destroyed, and that fucking gnome did it, and it's like, how
But
terrible.
it's not destroyed. It's in you and in your hand, so it's still there, and there's still magic.
But it's in
not
two
gone.
pieces. How is it not destroyed if it's in two pieces?
It's physically in two pieces. But
Yeah.
arcanely, there's still a connection, maybe.
Can you see that? Or are you just
Can
trying
I
to make
see
me
that,
feel
or am
better?
I pulling that out of my ass?
I mean, both are true. You do see a magical light return to your best bud, and you're pulling shit out your ass at the same time.
Which is interesting because they don't shit.
Exactly.
Surprise. No, there's actually still a connection. So
Mirtha, give me a religion or arcana with advantage. Actually, advantage.
Both are a 0
Nice.
because I'm a wisdom-based character.
Give me a wisdom-based those rolls.
If it's a wisdom-based those rules, it's that plus 6.
Sure, 18's good. Essentially, you are like looking inward at your magical energy, and you think, as horrifying as it is, that you are reconnected to your god. Horrifying because you are pretty sure that you're connected through a third party. And you can guess who that third party is.
Using third-party streaming software to. Stream
Are
your
you
god.
implying what I think you're implying?
I am.
Gal has helped you.
Yeah.
You have glitter gold VPN.
I cannot use magic anymore. That's fine.
But it's fine, it's your god's magic. Just through...
Yeah.
If it has to touch glitter gold, it's not.
Yeah, but it's your god's magic, so it's the most holy.
But
Gauls is sort of carrying it.
this is entirely up to you to choose.
I have to reach through a miasma of glitter gold to get to the magic. Like a thin scum of oil on the top of fresh water.
Also, just a free thing for you, Graham. You are free to choose a different domain for your cleric if you wish. As in, like,
rather than war.
Yeah. But that's something you can like think on
Between sessions.
Yeah. I just wanted to see
The domain of gnomes.
No, don't make me make that.
I'll fucking
Neither of
kill
us
you.
want that.
But everyone else wants it. Oh.
Gnomifying every spell that is there.
I cast magic missile. Gnomes come out.
Shoots
Just
three.
little garden gnomes, force
Like,
garden
I
gnomes.
wouldn't put it past it for like me to cast a spell and I'm like, yeah, my koboldiness, and you like make gnomes appear and I'm like,
No. Your spells are cast like this. If you cast Magic Missile, it conjures 3 kobolds, but they're dressed as gnomes.
Kobolds with gnome hats
traitors.
and beards.
Fucking traitors.
All the
Oh,
more
yeah.
reason to get back to home universe then.
We need to get out of here now.
But
I say to you, in all seriousness, I'm like, we need to not be here anymore. This is the worst place. This was a mistake. How did we come here? Why did we not go back straight away?
We didn't come here
We
on
didn't have a
purpose.
choice. And I think they want to
We
go
didn't have a
to.
choice.
I think they
Technically,
want to go to the Feywild now anyway, so that might be good.
was it? I think it was a group of. Was it goblins that shot us with arrow? Or it might have been kobolds.
It wasn't kobolds.
how fucking
It
dare
was
you?
goblins.
It was goblins, yeah.
Wow, all small creatures look the same to you, do they?
It's just been a while since I've
Yeah, sure.
had those events.
Thought you were a good character.
As you are like coming back towards the tavern, towards where the party are. Lumen, you come out with Abigail, who has been making something for Murdertha, and you see them like Newt and Murdertha coming back, looking like really bedraggled, and like clearly the like weapon part of his spear has been snapped off.
Ah, you okay?
Yeah, Garglitter Girl turned up and stabbed me in the chest with my own weapon.
And he
Huh?
looked like Abigail.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, you're the problem.
No. Glitter Gold seems to be weird.
I've got a shard of metal in my
It's-
chest, and you know.
But he
that
seems to be
sounds like he's trying
reconnected.
to help you get out of the spear.
I mean, that's nice that you're reconnected.
Maybe you should pray on that and see what your god thinks about you using that connection or not.
I mean, technically, yeah, if you think about it this way, this is a different Glitter Gold. So, maybe this one didn't do the things that the other Glitter Gold did do.
I'm not a smart kobold, and I'm gonna ask you to stop confusing me. Not because I don't appreciate you, but I have just been stabbed in the chest, and my magical weapon that was given to me by my god was broken off inside my chest.
That's fair. Should we make our way to the portal if we're chill then?
Abigail.
I mean, it does look pretty cold.
Abigail asks you, Murdertha, if she can take your spear to try and fix it for a moment. And she also hands you a bento box.
Fine, what's the worst that can happen?
So do you do a trade, bento box for quarterstaff?
Yeah.
Lumen, she basically tells you to explain to him, and you would know because you were there while she was making them. Essentially, she putting it in very simple terms. Passed down in the ancient knowledge of her family as a thing that is normally very closely guarded as a secret, called lembas bread. She noticed what was happening to Murdertha. Not really knowing about all the murder stuff, so was just like worried for Lumen's friend. So secretly made, let's say 10 lembas breads.
Aw, that's really nice.
Because that's all that could be made in like the short notice.
Okay, I'll just explain that she made like super bread that is apparently like incredibly filling, which will hopefully offset your like super metabolism that's happening right now.
And you know that it would be like, if he has like one a day, it should essentially be like if he'd been eating normally.
Does anyone understand anatomy?
What?
A little.
Anatomy. Lumen shrugs.
I'm just
bit.
asking, like,
In regards to what?
how am I alive with a blade through my heart?
Magic.
Yeah.
That's pretty much my
I
answer.
genuinely don't think you were genuinely stabbed. Or if you were, you were
Oh, he
healed
was
immediately.
genuinely stabbed.
The metal's here. It's inside me. You can feel it.
Maybe
I saw it.
Look,
The
if I
spear
take
is
this magnet and put it on my chest, it sticks there. Oh, it feels really
This fridge
horrible. Oh, I
magnet.
hate this.
Yeah, I was
maybe-
going to say, if Via like,
What's a
runs a
magnet? How
claw
do they
over
work?
the... Via runs a talon over the mark and feels the metal. It's just like, yeah.
maybe it's like a magical heart.
I mean, does that mean if we leave this dimension and we're no longer connected to the magic of the person that stabbed me, I'll just die?
Maybe, but I think that more likely is the magic that's sustaining you is coming from your god through another god to get the magic from your god to here. So I think if we go home, everything will be fine. If we go somewhere else though, and you don't have another god there who's like going to immediately give you power, you may die instantly. Yes.
Suddenly everyone feels real sick as everything starts getting wavy. Oh no, it's happening again! Shit!
Yeah, Via just has her eyes clasped shut and she's like, how many more bits of metal do we all need to get shafted into us until we get home?
Oh yeah, I forgot. My thumb's really sore now.
Fuck. It's gonna be made of chardlin by the end of this adventure.
No. There's at least a bit of metal in Murdertha.
That's true.
Oh. Lumen's gonna be half illithid, half chardlin by the time we're done.
Ooh.
But yeah, let's head on and help Via once this spear repair's been done.
Yeah,
So
so
hopefully what's on the other side can help us.
Yeah.
so do you basically
Hopefully.
like spend the next 10-20 minutes actually like preparing all of your like equipment and things?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so go on.
Abigail was going to do something with the spear, right? Or
Yeah.
with the quarterstaff. Can I watch her?
Sure.
I'm just curious what she's doing.
I mean, makes sense for your character, and it's not like it's exactly a secret as such. Essentially, what you get to see is, she kept some of the adamantine, and essentially using what you think is a bit like what you use, but like kind of a bit more rough in terms of like magic. Essentially shapes it to the end of the quarterstaff. So essentially, Murdertha, what she brings back is a +1 adamantine quotation marks gnome stabber.
Gnome smasher?
Spear. It's a spear now.
No,
Again. Well, it's spear
Oh.
again. Now
Is
it
it?
has the thing on the end.
I'm confused now. I misinterpreted what Andrew said. Is it? Did you put a blade on the end or just a
Yes,
coating?
a blade.
Ah, okay, good. Then I misunderstood what you meant.
It's back to being it's effectively a +1 adamantium spear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus the other stuff, Graham, that the spear had as like religious stuff. So essentially, you've just lost the +1 against gnomes, and it's now just a permanent +1. And it's
Okay,
adamantine.
I will have to update the to hit rolls to include the +1 now.
See, you got a load of shit weapons and then got a nice one.
I
And
understand
then he
that
stabs
this is-
her.
The ultimate irony.
Is it still a
10 anime betrayals.
what's it called?
I'm gonna need to dig
No,
this out
a
of my
Dex
chest
one.
when we get home.
Is it the dex weapon for him?
If it was before, yes.
Yeah, it was you delivered me that because I was
And
like
then-
the spear. It being a spear was more of a symbolic thing.
Yeah.
Then I guess we can head into the unknown.
Murdertha trudges through the snow into a realm unknown, wielding a spear made by a gnome, wielding magic guided by the god of gnomes.
I will stab Murtha will stab themselves to the death if you keep making that point.
Truly, they wish they'd died.
So what does it look like through there?
So is that it?
Is this a case of we walk through the portal and what will be on the other side is next time? Is that the case?
Because it is 9.
I know. Give me a second. I just want to double check something.
Keep us all guessing.
Wait a minute. What the fuck's that? That's not right. So I was gonna do a tiny preview, but
I just want to
when I went to the other page, there seems to have not been a map anymore.
Ah.
That's not gone well.
It was
Huh.
sucked through a gate.
That's weird because I don't remember deleting that map that I was clearly going to use.
I mean, is it still downloaded to your Roll20?
Not that I can see, so I must have deleted it by accident. Oh well, that'll take us like 2 minutes to fix. But, yes. You don't get to see what you see. But, as you step through, it is, like, wonderful, like, nice temperate weather. And in the distance, you can see your father's glistening castle.
Yeah.
Next time on Gall Ball Z. Look at that.